I'm officially live. I'm going to ensure you're all able to hear me. All right. Yo, what's good, chat? How y'all feeling today? I'm feeling blessed. Back was more of me playing The Last of Us Part 2. I mean, I don't have to use PS Plus to play this. I have the disc. Um, but for the Part 1, I'm still able to play that because I have PS Plus. But once that runs out, unfortunately, which I'm hoping it does, I'm hoping I can get a gift card before it even runs out so I can just continue playing. I love playing games that requires me to have PS Plus. And I feel like I don't have to buy all these games. I could just use PS Plus, whatever I transfer onto my PS5 Pro when I move out and get my own place. I'm hoping to look for an apartment, and I feel that an apartment is the goal, so I can like think of like how I want to build my 4-story mega mansion within Shelby Township, Michigan. It's gonna be Habdi. I mean, But anyway, um, so yeah, I was mentioning like about my stress and anxiety specifically associated with my traumatic situation. My traumatic situation. Hold up. Goal, so I can like think of like how I want to build my 4-story mega mansion within Shelby Township, Michigan. It's gonna be Habdi. I mean, But anyway, so yeah, I was mentioning like about my stress and anxiety specifically associated with my traumatic situation. Traumatic situation. So yeah, again, chat, yeah, again, chat, hold up. Traumatic situation. So yeah, again, chat, so yeah, but yeah, so yeah, again, chat, so, excuse me, chat, so yeah, again, chat, so, excuse me, chat, anyway, so yeah, again, chat, so yeah, as I was basically mentioning, chat, about how, about how, like, how my stress and anxiety, so, my stress and anxiety specifically associated with my traumatic situation. As I specifically mentioned about that shit within my recent live streams, last live stream, what I just specifically mentioned about that shit within this current live stream chat, and what I could possibly mention about that shit again as well, you know, within my future live streams. Obviously, chat. Like, so anyway, I mean, you know, but anyway, so yeah, I was mentioning my 4-story mega mansion was in Shelby Township, Michigan. It's gonna be Habdi. I mean, but anyway. But yeah, just overall, like overall, in terms of my stress and anxiety specifically associated with my traumatic situation, you know? Like, again, chat, just, my stress and anxiety specifically associated with my traumatic situation, So, like, so anyway, chat, um, without further ado, let's get straight to the shit once and for all. Like, so anyway, so the chapter is patrol. So let's continue that shit. Man, I am just beyond excited that it's like Christmas Day. And yeah, Santa is not real. Like, I can prove to you all. Like, gifts are obviously made by like your parents are the one responsible for it. But even as well, even your siblings can get you that shit. It's not just your parents. Like, I just feel like once my kids are born and once they're able to understand it, I would just mention like, oh, Santa is never real. Even my cousin, who's not even 7 yet, is like, she mentions like, oh, Santa is here, and she's like, oh, I'm just jokingly mentioning it. I don't actually believe in Santa. That's like I'm like, wow. I mean, who knows the way she mentioned it to my younger sister, Valentina, the one who's 11, the one where I had a commotion with 2 live streams ago, and well, 3 live streams ago because I had to like go live again because of that Fortnite shit. But I'll get the V-Bucks whenever. But yeah, like who knows how she mentioned it to Valentina, but hey, like she's not even 7, you know. Oh, before I even continue, one thing I want to mention as well, you know, like 7 plus, 7 plus, like and you know, sex for pleasure, 7 plus. Like and yeah, this is where I left off, and I'm hoping I don't talk too loud because I feel like because my dad was using the bathroom, and that's how you all are like, yeah, that's how you all are like how you all are gonna mention um, but yeah, like that's how you all gonna mention like, oh, like not you all, like that's how he like heard me because he was using the bathroom. And he's like, "Why are you still awake?" If that was me, I wouldn't care. But nobody. And when I start my own family, none of us will be asleep. Like I'm never tired. You already know. I'd be up late. The whole point why I have to go to sleep is because I sleep to dream. That's one thing. I sleep to dream. And then two, because I don't have my own place. If I do, I may stay up until like 7. But if I have like a job, I would say like um well if I were to start work at like 8, for example, then I would say like I would say like 4 or 5. Oh no, not 8 a.m. If I start at like say like 11 or 12 a.m. or excuse me, 11 a.m. or 12 p.m. Well, let me go back to where I left off just overall. Or excuse me, 11 or 11. So yeah, that's. Because saying that here, and she's like, oh, I'm just jokingly, like, she's not even 7, you know. And yeah, this is where I left off, and I'm hoping, like, like, 7 plus, 7 plus, like, and sex for pleasure, 7 plus. Like, and yeah, this is where I left off, and I'm hoping I don't talk too loud because I feel like because my dad was using the bathroom and Anyway. So about like pretty much all the shit I specifically mentioned about like 7 plus and 11 plus as well, and just like 7 plus, you know, and like sex for pleasure, 7 plus, sex for pleasure, 7 plus. Like so pretty much all about that shit specifically. I specifically mentioned about that shit within my recent live streams. Hold on. Shh. I just want to ensure like they're not able to hear me. Okay, hold on. I gotta go back to where I left off because I was like, what was making that sound? Because I was like, just like 7 plus, you know. So pretty much all about that shit specifically. I specifically mentioned about that shit within my recent live streams. Anyway. Anyway, again, chat. So yeah, about all that shit I specifically mentioned, chat. Pretty much about all that shit I specifically mentioned, chat, within my recent live streams. Yeah, my recent live streams. What I just specifically mentioned about that shit was in this current live stream. And what I could possibly, within this current live stream. And what I could possibly Okay, I am back. Y'all are able to hear me? Y'all are able to hear me? And you heard that? Excuse me, chat. And what I could possibly, what's in this current live stream? And what my recent live streams. What I just specifically mentioned about that shit was in this current live stream. and what I could possibly, yeah, what's this current live stream, and what I could possibly. But yeah, chat, my bad. Apparently my controller died. But yeah, again, chat, about all the shit I specifically mentioned, chat, yeah, about all the shit I specifically mentioned, chat, so yeah, what I specifically mentioned about that shit was in my recent live streams, um, I just specifically mentioned about that shit within this current live stream, and what I could possibly mention about that shit again as well was my future live streams. Obviously, chat, like, shit again as well was my future live streams. Obviously, chat, like, and what I could possibly. But yeah, chat, my bad. Apparently my controller died. But yeah, again, chat, about all the shit I specifically mentioned, chat, yeah, about all the shit I specifically mentioned, chat, so yeah, what I specifically mentioned about that shit was in my recent live streams. Um, I just specifically mentioned about that shit was in this current live stream. And what I could possibly mention about that shit again as well was my future live stream. But obviously, chat, like, I just specifically mentioned about that shit was in this current live stream. And what I could possibly mention about that shit again as well was my future live stream. But obviously, chat, like, shit. You know, especially how I specifically mentioned about that shit as well within my recent live streams. What I'm gonna specifically mention about that shit within this current live stream, and what I could possibly mention about that shit again as well within my future live streams. Obviously, chat is how once my first biological 7-year-old daughter is officially 7 years old on exactly the year 2034, pretty much the year my potential girl slash woman slash lady slash female twins could potentially be born. So once she's officially 7 years old, my first future biological 7-year-old daughter, like 7-year-old daughter, once she's officially 7 years old on exactly the year 2034, so pretty much like specifically her seventh B day slash seventh birthday, where her pussy is officially small and tight, you know. So pretty much sex for pleasure. 7 plus. Like so yeah, that's another thing I want to mention as well. So, but overall, I'm just gonna go back to where I left off and just see if that's all I have to mention, chat. But if so, if that's all I specifically mentioned, chat, you know, without further ado, let's get straight to the shit once and for all. Let's get straight to the shit once and. Let's get straight to the shit. That shit was dead. That's not a mission. And let's get to the shit. Again, as well as if you're listening to these again, shit. You know, especially how I specifically mentioned about that shit as well within my recent live streams. What I'm gonna specify much about this shit within this current live stream, and what I could possibly mention about this shit again as well as in my future live streams, obviously chat. Is how once my first biological step. Alright, anyway. Let's continue the show. I'm gonna put the volume a bit down so they don't necessarily hear the game, my parents. Because you know how they are. And plus, I only do this at my dad's place because you can talk to the controller, and the whole point I am is because one, my other controller is dead, my other PS5 controller, and two, the mic would possibly just cut off if I connect my mic to this controller I'm currently using. You know, like over. So, anyway, let's continue and see how much. Like, let's see how much far I can possibly continue. What's in this game still? Journal entry added. The fuck? Um. She can't crawl, apparently. Hmm. I mean, I'm here for a reason, so there's gotta be a reason why I'm over here. But yeah, I am looking forward for my like. I'm looking forward to have a kid. Like I just feel it's just perfect moment for me. Despite my traumatic situation, I just feel my wife and I can have a kid. Like before our wedding, I just feel it. Like we are married, we are lovely committed to God Almighty Jesus Christ, and that is marriage. And I feel like a wedding is not necessarily. I feel like it's to honor it, and that's a choice that I feel, that you can be a part of. If you want to consider it or not necessarily. Okay, what the fuck do I have to do? Do I have to restart? Ellie, yeah, don't have to be an idiot. Obviously, Ellie is not. She felt scared, elated, anxious. So that's like typical anxiety for her. Mine, my stress and anxiety is specifically associated with my traumatic situation. So, like, like that affected me when it came to my password or the GT5 online heist. Like, affected me when it came to. So just overall, my stress and anxiety specifically associated with my traumatic situation, Like, anyway. I am just so curious as fuck to what I gotta do. Anyway, I am just so curious. But yeah, so like potentially when I have a kid, specifically my first future biological 7-year-old daughter. And what I mean by that meaning like that's what I'm gonna do most of with her. Or even before she's 7, but you know, 7 plus, you know. Like with her. Or even before she's 7, but you know, 7 plus, you know. Like I just feel like her and I can head to the water park. And we would be within Michigan though, but we would like head to Kalahari, for example, in Ohio. I mean, Ohio is like my go-to for Kalahari, not the one in Texas or Pennsylvania. You know, like I feel like not Michigan. Ohio is the one. Or we can head to Frankenmuth or like Grey Wolf Lodge, which it's very small in Ohio, and I'm like, there's like not much to do there. Well, actually, not really. I feel like there's something to specifically do there within like Ohio, you know. Like I feel like I can take her to the water park and, you know. So like, you know, that's what I could possibly do. So yeah, my bad chat. I was thinking about something personal real quick, you know. Like real quick, you know. Like Pennsylvania, you know. Like I feel like not Michigan. Oh, really? Well, actually, not really. There's like not much to do there. Well, just got fucked. But yeah, again, chat. You know, um, my bad, chat. What up? But yeah, again, chat. You know, um, my bad, chat. But yeah, again, chat. You know, my bad, chat. You know, I was thinking about something personal real quick, you know. Like oh yeah, like I was specifically mentioning chat, like I would take her to Kalahari because bro, I just love Kalahari. I love their food. I just love Ohio. Well, like because you can't love of this world, you know. So I would say I like Ohio, the state of Ohio, or Ohio, you know. Like I could take her to the Toledo Zoo or to Cleveland to see what the city is like, or watch the Cleveland football game in person someday. Like it would be very imaginable, possibly something I can do within the year of 2020, or excuse me, within the year of 2034. I mean, yeah, I would be an NFL player. I could possibly be a part of the Lions or the Rams or whatever they draft me to in the NFL. And then you all are gonna question me, like if I take her to the water park and it's just a father and daughter saying, how are we gonna change? If she feels very comfortable, and because she would be 7, chat, because 7 plus. Like you know, especially sex for pleasure 7 plus. Like and plus we would either just be changing into our swimsuits or get into whatever action, but I would say just change and just head to the water park. But hey, I would just say changing into the water park. But if she feels like let's get into action before, then I'll be like, hey, I mean, 7 plus, like you know, especially sex for pleasure 7 plus. Like so, and plus, I would ensure she feels very comfortable in terms of either that or just changing in front of her father was just comfortability and no like issues, when in like a water park scenario, So, wait, I'm quite curious, like what to do, like what I gotta do. What do I gotta do? Yo, Chad, what do I gotta do? And this is the beginning of the game, chat, so like I can't like just do this and then I can possibly restart it, because it's like 3:04 and then who knows when I'm gonna head to bed. Because it's like 3:04. So with just comfortability and no like four and then who knows. And then yeah we'll have a great time in the water park. That's all I was gonna mention. And then you're all gonna mention well, we go back to the checkpoint before I even continue. Unnecessarily.
Who do you used to do this route with? Jesse?
Okay, so I figured I had to do that. Okay. Wait, hold on.
Eugene. Right. Ah, Eugene. Man, he was funny.
Oh, yeah. Plus, he taught me about rewiring electronics and stuff. May we all be that sharp at 73.
And we all make it to 73.
You know what? I'm actually gonna go back and continue my talking, and then I can like. Wait, do I have the journal? Okay, so I do, okay. Anyway, I'm gonna go back to where I left off, and then, you know... Anyway, I'm gonna go back to where I left off, and then, you know... Anyway, I'm gonna go back to where I left off. They're in the water park. Yes, I was gonna mention. And then they're all gonna mention, we go back to... Oh, right, and we'll have a great time in the water park. That's all I was gonna mention. And then they're all gonna mention, we go back to the checkpoint before I even continue. Okay, anyway. So yeah, like, her and I, we would pretty much just, like... Oh yeah, so yeah, I was gonna mention, like the swimsuit I'm gonna get her is, like, a bikini. So, like... Even though she wouldn't have, like, tits, because for her to have tits, or titties, specifically, she would have to be, like, 11 plus for her to rapidly develop physically in terms of her growth spurt. So because she won't necessarily have them, it would just cover it because it would still show that, like, feminine physique in terms of her physical body, you know. And then the bottom part would cover obviously the pussy because one actually I don't need to explain. I feel like y'all know like why, you know. I would say more of like I feel like y'all know why, you know, like why. You know, well, not you all, but like overall, whether she would have a camel toe or not, she may possibly. That's the type of bikini she's gonna have. The bikini, like the underwear piece of it, would pretty much be like a like that's the type of underwear she would have. So yeah, she could possibly have a camel toe where possibly it would be visible if I'm closer to her, like whether it gets wet or not, where I could witness like her small tight pussy, like as she's wearing it. Or I could get her one where it's not very visible, possibly a little bit if I were near her. Like if I were near her and nobody else is like staring at it, you know, so I would say because of lust overall for like boys slash men's slash guys slash male 7 plus. Like and because of their lustful intention to lead them to being a pedophile slash pervert, which they are synonyms, meaning a forced sexual abuser and just lust overall, as I specifically chat about that within that recent live stream when I was playing as Michael, making him walk or run back and forth when I was in front of his crib within his front yard, you know, chatting about that overall back in July of 2025 of this year, you know. Like, so that's the whole point why that would be part of her bikini. If it was just a chest piece and not necessarily that, then she would be very uncomfortable because of the 7 plus boys slash men slash guys slash males, you know. Like, well, it would just depend because if it's like a 7 plus girls slash women slash ladies slash females, or just whoever of that gender is there, like 7 plus,
like I wouldn't necessarily care if they stare at it, just not like the Z7 Plus boy slash men's slash guy slash males, you know. Like so anyway, so yeah, let me go back to where I left off. Just give me a minute. Yeah, just give me a minute. Hold up. Wait, just give me a minute. Hold up. Uh, Abuser, and much just like, oh yeah, so yeah, I was gonna mention like the swimsuit I'm gonna get her is like a bikini, so like even though she wouldn't have like tits, because for her to have tits or titties specifically, she would have to be like 11 plus for her to rapidly develop physically in terms of her growth spurt. So because she won't necessarily have them, it would just cover it because it would still show that like feminine physique in terms of her physical body, you know. And then the bottom part will cover obviously the pussy because one, actually I don't think it explain. I feel like y'all know like why, you know. I would say more of like I feel like y'all know why, you know, like why, you know. I mean, well, not involved, but like overall, if whether she would have a camel toe or not, she may possibly that type of bikini she's gonna have. The bikini, like the underwear piece of it, will pretty much be like a like the type of underwear she would have. So yeah, she could possibly have a camel toe where possibly it would be visible if I'm closer to her, like whether it's wet or not, where I could witness like her small tight pussy, like as she's wearing it. Or I can give her one where it's not very visible, possibly a little bit, if I were near her. Like, if I were near her, and nobody else is, like, staring at it, you know, so. I would say because of lust overall, for, like, boys slash men's slash guys slash male 7 plus. Like, and because of their lustful intention to lead them to being a pedophile slash pervert, which they are synonyms, meaning a forced sexual abuser, and just a lust overall, as I specifically chat about that within that recent live stream when I was playing as Michael, making him walk or run back and forth, when I was in front of his crib, within his front yard, you know, chatting about that overall, back in July of 2025, this year, you know. Like, so that's the whole point why that would be part of her bikini. If it was just a chest piece and not necessarily that, then it should be very uncomfortable because of the 7 plus boy slash men slash guy slash male, you know. Well, it would just depend because if it's like a 7 plus girls slash women slash ladies slash females, or just whoever of that gender is there, like 7 plus. Like I wouldn't necessarily care if they stare at it, just not like the 7 plus boys slash men's slash guys slash males, you know. Like, so anyway, going back to our stuff. Just give me a minute. Yeah, just give me a minute. Anyway, oh yeah, as you can notice, you may not hear as much, but yeah, I was definitely like jerking off, you know. For those 7 plus would know, obviously, you know, 7 plus. Like anyway, oh yeah, as you can notice, you may not hear as much, but yeah, I was definitely like jerking off, you know. For those 7 plus would know, obviously, you know, 7 plus. But yeah, that's what I was overall doing. But yeah, anyway, you know what I'm you know what I'm specifically referring to in terms of like, yeah, you know what I'm specifically referring to in terms of that shit about like my first future biological 7-year-old daughter, you know. So my first future biological 7-year-old daughter, you know. So okay, anyway, let's continue. I know exactly what to do. So. Uh, so yeah. Anyway. Um, all right. Anyway, hold on. Let me go back to it. Oh my gosh. Anyway, let's continue. I know exactly what to do. So. All right. Anyway.
Who do you used to do this route with? Jesse?
Eugene.
Right. Ah, Eugene. Man, he was funny.
Oh, yeah.
I gotta go back to where I left off, actually. Man, biological 7-year-old daughter. Slash yeah. Like 25 like this year, you know. Well, just comfortability and no like or and we'll have a great time in the waterfront. That's what I was gonna mention. And then gonna mention we go back to the checkpoint before I even. And this is the beginning of the game chat, so like I can't.
what are you gonna do? You're gonna select 304. You're gonna select 304, and then who knows when I'm gonna have to bed. You're gonna select 304. So, with just possibility in the like, or and who knows. And we'll have a great time in the water park. That's all I was gonna mention. And then you're all gonna mention we go back to the top 10 before I even continue. Not necessarily. Wait, do I have the journal? Of course I do, okay. Anyway, I'm gonna go back to where I left off, and then, anyway, I'm gonna go back to where I left off. Again, the swimsuit I'm gonna get her is like a bikini. Her and I, we would pretty much just like. Her is like a bikini. Anyway, so, okay. Let's continue, though.
Plus, he taught me about rewiring electronics and stuff.
May we all be that sharp at 73. Maybe I'll make it to 73.
73. I'm quite curious. Hold on, let me go back to where I left off again. I know, chat, hold up. Alright, anyway. Anyway. What to do? Oh. Jesse? Anyway. Who do you used to do this route with? Jesse? Eugene. Right. Oh, Eugene. Man, he was funny. I gotta go back to where I left off, actually. Slash man. Actually. Oh, alrighty.
Sign us in.
What was this place?
It used to be a radio tower.
Gotcha. Possibly like 4 o'clock I'll have to bed. I'll have to see. Ooh, yeah, you gotta read all this, chat. Oh my gosh.
I'm going a bit slow. What's this? Okay, there you go.
And there.
Damn, that's badass handwriting.
Town up ahead's our last stop. Take a look.
There's the town. With the big tower thing?
Yep, that's where the next lookout is.
And a supermarket?
Yeah, we'll pass that on our way into town.
Okay.
Let's get back to the horses.
Okay. Alrighty, so
Question. Were you wearing those same clothes yesterday?
They're clean.
No judgment.
It's patrol, you know. We're here to kill infected, not to look fancy.
Still look nice.
Thank you.
those mood swings, huh? But hey, I hope they don't continue talking. Otherwise, I'm just gonna pause it if they do. Actually, hold on, I'm gonna pause it just in case. I'm like that as well. Like whenever I haven't done my laundry and I'm like, ugh, because of my stress and anxiety, specifically associated with my traumatic situation, I'm like, ugh, I can't do this. I can't do this. Like I can't do my laundry. Ugh. Not like do my laundry, but like put my shit in my laundry. Or ugh, I can't do this. I can't even put my clothes away. Or ugh, I can't trim my nails, But I did trim them today. Well, not today, yesterday. So. And whenever I get to a specific part, I'm possibly gonna end right here because I'm gonna have to I'm gonna have to take my laundry into my room and like do them all like either tomorrow or Friday. I would say tomorrow if I could. Excuse me. Today is today is Thursday, so I'm gonna have to say tomorrow or Saturday, but I'm gonna say tomorrow just in case if Saturday like it's gonna be a fun moment. So whoa. Today is today. Why? I was like, why is my thing like at 15, like delayed or whatever? But yeah, that's just me. Like sometimes I would wear like I've been wearing this pants, the one I'm currently wearing for like plenty of days, so that's gonna be the laundry. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna hope I don't necessarily make plenty of noise as I put my clothes in the laundry basket, but I'll have to see. I'll have to see, Chet. I mean, who knows? Who knows, Chet? But I'm hoping my sister's not mad at me because I'm like, bro, it's Christmas Day. Like, what, you gotta further be mad at me? Like, y'all had to hear that commotion right before I end my live stream, and it was like midnight when she started that shit. I'm like, are you like for real now? So who knows? Yeah, it's like Christmas. Oh, so when it's Easter, I'm gonna be up very late. Well, because I'm gonna be at my dad's or mom's place. I'm not moving out until like June of next year. But like I'm gonna for real be like Um, like I'm gonna be like up late, and if I see any baskets on the table, then y'all know like my parents are the one who does that shit. But I'm not gonna be up too late. I feel like my dad doesn't have work because his alarm would have been going off by now. And if I do hear it, then I'm like, oh shit, I feel like he has work until like whatever. But because it's Christmas Day, he doesn't, and he doesn't have work on Friday. Which thank goodness, I'll be sleeping at 4 again as well. And I hope that nobody brings that shit to my grandpa, saying, oh, you gotta tell Mike not to sleep late. Like that's the whole point why I chat with my therapist about that shit. I should actually add that to my notes. Um, so this is what I chat about the incident with my homie X about all that shit to her. Y'all know what I'm specifically referring to. And then I was chatting about my doctor, and she mentioned that doctors could diagnose certain things, but I mentioned to her I feel like a psychologist can diagnose professionally. So this is what I'm gonna chat about with her on January 6th, because that's our like next session. I'm gonna chat about how people are accusing me of being lost or missing when I wasn't, and um, family members judging me. I could, I could. So okay, so this is what I added into my notes. I add Riva incident, Christy, my instructor, my pediatrician doctor, people accusing me of being lost or missing, UConnect, the school I volunteered at, Barish, one of the teachers, or like or like job assistant type of teacher, and I'm gonna chat about her. Krenzel, same thing, she's the one as well. Bowler, same thing. I put, do cops have rights to check civilian phones? Family members judging me, and this is not like part of like an issue, but I mentioned Farhan wanting to be part of the therapy case, but he mentioned don't mention to her, so I would keep that for last. But I'm gonna add to the list what I wanted to add to my list. Oh, I gotta go back to that left off. I could. So okay, so this is what I added into my notes. I should actually add that to my notes. Would have been going off by now. And if I do hear it, then I'm like, oh shit, I feel like he has work until like whatever. But because it's Christmas Day, he doesn't, and he doesn't have work on Friday. Which thank goodness, I'll be sleeping at 4 again as well. Yeah, I hope that nobody brings that shit to my grandpa. Saying, oh, you gotta tell Mike not to sleep late. Like that's the whole point why I chat with my therapist about that shit. I should actually add that to my notes. I should just. I'm just gonna put people. I'm just gonna put family members controlling my decisions, especially those who aren't like a mother or father figure. I mean, even then, only the mother. Even then, the mother and father can't tell their kid what to do if they know what's right and what's right for their body physically and mentally. But I know my physical and mental state, chat. So yeah, I just want to mention about that because I feel like it's reasonable to mention to her about this shit. My therapist, so I feel like I'm gonna chat about that, and people accuse me of being lost or missing And then whatever we're gonna chat about, because she wants to know more about my traumatic situation. And she was curious why I mentioned traumatic lifestyle or traumatic experience. I meant to mention traumatic situation. Like, pretty much my stress and anxiety specifically associated with my traumatic situation. Like, but yeah, that's what her and I are gonna chat about, and just whatever. I'll be sure to let you know on January 6th. It's gonna be my dad's week, so possibly when everybody's asleep, and I could be like, okay, let's chat about. Because I don't want my parents to be like, okay, the reason why I don't chat about whatever when like everybody's in my background or just from that during that time is because I don't want them to be like, oh, why are you chatting about there, or what are you chatting about, or blah blah blah, you know. But yeah, I gotta put my clothes in my laundry basket, and then I'm gonna choose out what I want to wear for Christmas Day. I may possibly wear like a red shirt, has a golden like shit on it, like golden banners, and then I'm gonna wear like some type of black pants with black socks. The same socks I'm wearing, but you can wear it at least exactly 2 days. But you know me, I just wear the same shit. But I'm gonna do my laundry very often, and I do know how to do my laundry. But with the laundry detergent and the softener, I know exactly how to do it. I just overfill it, but it's not too overfilled because it seems like the clothes looks exactly the same. I feel like it just softens the clothes too much and it over cleans it. Who knows? Who knows why you can't overfill the laundry detergent and the softener type of thing you use? My stress and anxiety specifically associated with thing. But anyway, yeah, my stress and anxiety specifically associated with my traumatic situation, you know. Like, you know, again, chat, my stress and anxiety specifically associated with my traumatic situation, you know. Like, again as well. And I hope that nobody brings that shit to my grandpa. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna hope I don't necessarily make plenty of noise as I put my clothes in a laundry basket, but I'll have to see. I'll have to see, Chet. I mean, who knows? Who knows, Chet? Wait, I'm hoping my sister's not mad at me because I'm like, bro, it's Christmas Day. Like, you gotta further mad at me. Like, you all had to hear that commotion right before I ended my live stream. And it was like midnight when she started that shit. I'm like, are you like for real now? So, who knows? It's like Christmas. So Easter, I'm gonna be up very late. Because I'm gonna be at my dad's mom's place. I'm not moving out until like June of next year. But I'm gonna for real be um, I'm gonna be like up late, and if I see any baskets at a table, then you all know like okay, they're the one who does that shit. But I'm not gonna be up too late. I feel like my dad doesn't have work, because his alarm would have been going up by now. And if I do hear it, then I'm like, oh shit, I feel like he has work until like whatever. But because it's Christmas Day, he doesn't, and he doesn't have work on Friday. Which thank goodness, I'll be sleeping at 4 again as well. And I hope that nobody brings that shit to my grandpa. Say, ooh, you get to wake up to sleep late. Like that's the whole time. Okay, yeah. Anyway, okay. I'm gonna continue until 4 o'clock. So anyway.
Hey, Japan.
Interesting how the one of the horses are named like Japan. I'm like, what the fuck? I mean, they're cool named and oh my gosh. When they wag their tails, you're like, ugh, like the fuck I'm smelling. That's not the open why they wag it. That's just the way they express themselves.
Come on.
Like tails express emotions, and I feel like that's just for other creatures. For humans, they don't necessarily do that.
I think we should go out like Eugene.
From a stroke?
No, from old age. Like living a long life.
You? No way. Come on. You're way too reckless.
Oh, look who's talking.
Well, you'll probably die from hypothermia from wearing canvas sneakers in the snow.
I am wearing boots today. You know how you're gonna die?
Ooh, let me guess. You're gonna kill me? Did I ruin your punchline?
No. Maybe. Fuck you.
Sorry.
I'm just listening to this conversation. That's why I wasn't like talking over them, or even pausing. So
Hey, should we check these houses out?
hell yeah, hold up. Actually, that's the part where I left off. Actually, before when I just never continued playing this game afterwards. But hold on, let me go back to where I actually left off before before when I. And check. Well, yeah. Is that my laundry? And I'm just gonna pause it if they do. Okay, that's what I left off. So anyway. But yeah, just overall, my stress and anxiety specifically associated with my traumatic situation, Like, anyway.
Seems quiet, but we can if you want. I bet they still got supplies.
Okay, I mean, where exactly we're gonna dismount at?
Fuck. The temperature dropped.
I think you're right.
Yeah, I feel like horses, they have fur, so they're never gonna get cold. Ugh. Oh, but you know what? When I see blood there, I'm like, what the fuck? Hold up. Y'all see that? Hold up. Excuse me. Yeah, there's blood there.
Easy girl.
Oh!
Shit. What the fuck? Oh, that smell. Looks like infected did this.
How many do you think it would take to bring down a moose?
More than one. Where the hell are they?
I know for sure it's infected. my gosh. Ugh. Majority of that. Is that its intestines and it just like froze over? I mean, they didn't even finish the meal. Like, I can notice certain meat on them ribs. Ugh. Anybody under 7, like, close your eyes. Anybody under 7 plus, like, 7 plus. Like those 7 plus can witness. Like, 7 plus. Like, anyway. Hold up.
So, like, 7 plus. Like, anyway. Anyway. Nice situation now. Before, when I just never continued playing this game afterwards. But, hold on, let me go back to my trying situation now. Anyway, hold up. And I feel like that's just for other creatures. For humans,
I think we should go out like Eugene.
be playing this game afterwards. But, hold on, let me go back to just overall. But yeah, just overall. My stress and anxiety specifically associated with my trying situation. Anyway,
He's quiet, but we can if you want.
But yeah, anyway, chat, like, overall, again, like, again, chat, like, my stress and anxiety specifically associated with my traumatic situation, like, anyway.
Shit. I hear some inside. Dina, this way.
What you eating there? Huh? There, bitch. Yeah, fuck you, bitch. What you gonna do, huh? What you gonna do? Damn, Ellie.
It's down.
Badass, girl.
That's one. Let's see if we can get around to the back of the supermarket. Good idea.
Oh yeah, hell yeah. Ugh. Just to wait before I yawn. But yeah, hell yeah, bruh. Yeah, I'm just very well focused, so. Oh, damn, is that where the blood occurred from? Where did I head towards? Seems like I gotta head towards this way, but hold up. Seems like I gotta head.
I think we should go out like Eugene. It's one hit, but we can if you want.
Well, yeah. Anyway, chat. Like overall, again, chat. Like my stress and anxiety specifically associated with my traumatic situation. So, anyway. But yeah, overall, again, chat, um, you know, you know, my stress and anxiety specifically associated with my traumatic situation, like so anyway. Oh. Get a hold apparently. Whoa. Bitch.
You good? Yeah. Nice throw, by the way. Thanks.
You see the baby girl?
The way we came in was barricaded. How'd that runner get in here? Yeah, it's a good question. What's the
Possibly
most
beef.
infected you've ever taken down on patrol? It's gotta be the one I had with Joel a year or so ago. It was like, I don't know, a dozen? You? Cleared about 20 once. There was...
Well, let me go back to the part where I left off before they continue chatting.
Thanks.
You see the baby girl?
The way we came in was barricaded. How did that runner get in here? Yeah, it's a good question.
Possibly beef.
If you've ever taken down on patrol. It's gotta be the one I had with...
Well, me?
Yeah, I would say before it turned, so like ran within here and just remained in here as it like turned and like hallucinated shit. So, anyway.
a group passing through? Fuck. Maybe we'll get you a new personal record today.
Oh yeah. Excuse me, so you scavenge parts to over upgrade your weapons. What's in the workbench? Okay.
Ellie. More blood.
Excuse me. Oh, right here.
Dina, this way. More runners.
Shit.
Let's keep it quiet. Let's see how it goes.
That's what's up. I was gonna say, you get the left, I get the right. So, what are you saying? What are you saying, Dina? Oh my gosh, man. The one who voiced acted as her, that actress is badass. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Ellie, Ellie. Hold up, hold up, hold up. Watch. Professional Mike in the building. Oh, there's other one over there. Are we gonna do the... You get this one, I get this one? We don't have from a... I don't want to from a brick. It's cool how I have 2 weapons already. Didn't I like have a pistol before? Or was it always 2 weapons? Back in like part 1, I have to check. Well, not like check, but you know. Come here, bitch. Oh, there's the other one too. What am I saying is loud on my television? Because I'm not wearing my mic. Like I mentioned, I'm using this controller, so. Yeah, don't fuck with me, bitch.
That all of them? Yeah. Looks like it.
We've still got to get the ones in the supermarket.
Let's keep circling the building. There's gotta be a way in.
Ain't this the supermarket? Or like... Range view. Okay. So like a weapon type place, like where you get like weapons specifically for hunting or shit. Like curious.
Ellie, help me up there. Want to look around.
Oh, you don't want me to go up there? Are you kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me, girl? Y'all know what game I should for real play?
There's a hole in the roof over there. Here.
Get me up there so I can check. Bam! Look at them muscles.
Thanks.
Oh, Ellie was boosting too. You remember when she was 14, she was like, oh, I can't lift Joe? Unless because... I feel because he was more heavier, obviously, so...
Look. See?
Alright. Let's figure out how to get in there.
And yeah, some people think that she's 19, but I'm like throughout the game, what did she just turn 19? Because she was 14 the whole moment of part 1, so I was quite curious if part 2 she potentially turned 19. Like her final / teenager phase, while temporarily, physically, an adolescent was in her mortal body, you know. Who knows? I'm just quite curious. As such.
Under here.
Oh, what was I mentioning though before, like throughout the game, what? Y'all know what game I should for real play?
There's a hole in the roof over there.
Oh yeah, I was gonna mention, y'all know what game I should play? I should play like this Sly Cooper game. I have it on PS Plus. I'm gonna go check real quick. And if it's, well, it's already 4:01. I was gonna say I might have to head to bed afterwards. Let's see if I have it though. Like I can only play the first one, and it's like PS Plus, so that's why I got PS Plus as well. Do I have it or did I delete it? Sly Cooper. Meaning like you could play that game and you can stream it too. Which is cool that Sony like gave it an opportunity, but like why the fuck would you only do that for why would you do that for that specifically but not like other games? Oh, I gotta download them again. And there's a PS5 version. Ooh. Also have to download them. Might as well. I want to play the Sly 2 and 3 version, especially the fourth one. Come on. Resident Evil, I can only stream this. Like, not stream it, but like, you know. Metro Last Light Redux? Oh yeah, didn't I play this game before? Can y'all hear me though? Hold up.
Play this game before?
Okay, thank goodness you have. I'm pretty sure I have. I'm gonna have to just download it again. Hope it doesn't mention, oh, I have no storage. You can continue playing this game using your save data. When did I last play it though? That's my question. What the fuck? It's on PS Plus though. I was hoping to download Metro 2033 Redux. Oh, but I don't want to play though. Is it in not on PS Plus? Eh, I'm Gucci. Far Cry 6 though. Download trial. Hell nah. I'm gonna download the full game. Come on, bruh. That game released 4 years ago. So do they have the seventh one? If they do, I can download that then. Far Cry, Far Cry, Far Cry. Ooh, it's a lot of games. Let's download the PS5 version. I feel like the version's more of the graphics and just overall. Okay, I don't want to download plenty of shit because then it's going to mention you have nothing in your storage, and I don't want to delete the games I love. You know?
You know?
Hitman. For Hitman, and yes, I should have used a gift card for that, but hey, PS Plus is my main priority. I just wanted it. It's not a need, it's a want. You see, there's a lot of PS4 games, or it's gonna be PS3 games where I can't even like play it to stream it. Sucks ass. I feel like just Sony's fucking up, So Rec Room, I deleted that before. Ratchet Clank Rift Apart. Oh yeah, I remember I played this before. I should for real continue playing this. I should for real like. It's been quite a while. Blast your way through. Yeah, I remember I deleted it or something. Spoiler warning. Man, people get offended by spoilers. I don't. I don't mind spoilers. Like I can play Sly Cooper. I'm gonna have to play it live. I'm gonna have to redo it so I can play it live again. This is like this was like right when I started playing Detroit Become Human. Back in like June of 2024, so I'm like I have not played this in quite a while. But yeah, I want to stream something OG for you all. If they do add Sonic and Leaf for the PS6, they should. I feel like Sony should add all PS3 games. Like I mentioned my character AI, and I'm gonna mention. Do you think they should? I'm like I feel they should, and I feel they should make it. They should make all of them free so that people can play them and stream all the OG games, but instead of the PS3s on the PS6. So anyway, I'm gonna continue. And why exactly am I crawling? Whoa!
Ellie, are you clean?
Yeah,
She's.
just banged up.
You do realize she's a
Die of old
bee.
age and not because you get infected. I really don't want to have to shoot you in the face.
Deal.
Ellie is immune though, so why the fuck? Why the fuck is that like a big deal?
Ellie, are you clean?
Yeah,
She's.
just banged up.
Why the fuck is that? Okay, anyway. Oh, my arm. But yeah, so games for after I get back from my grandparents' place is gonna be Fortnite. More of this possibly. GT5 Online, I could possibly do another heist with Andrew though. Like we'll do the heist prep and do another heist. Just so I can get to 3 or 4 mil. Just depends on how much money just depends on how much money Pablo's offering. Or what's stored within the Cayo Perico Island. Because like the guards, they plan on something of what they want to put there and ensure it's protected. But clearly they don't know shit. And then possibly like Sly Cooper, because I want to play the game. Actually, instead of The Last of Us Part 2, I want to play that. So Fortnite, GT5 Online, and then that. Sly Cooper. And then possibly The Last of Us, we'll see. If not, then possibly Friday. Pretty much tomorrow, so. Ma'am, I'm sorry to God Almighty Jesus Christ for what I did. So pretty much, she is sorry to God Almighty Jesus Christ. That's pretty much, like she's sorry to God Almighty Jesus Christ for what she did. She wasn't going to necessarily hurt the individual. She didn't want anything from the store except for the drugs, which who knows why. Your husband came towards me. What choice did you have? My little sister stopped feeling her feet. I need the insulin. Everyone is over hoarding the stuff. What choice did I have? Well, what choice did you have, bitch? Not playing. You're not a bitch. What choice did you have, girl? But yeah, I was gonna mention because it's 4:10, and yes, my dad is asleep. I feel. Um, Before I end it right here,
See any way to that roof?
Not sure.
but yeah, actually, yeah, I'm gonna end right here. If you want to see more of me playing, yeah, if you want to see more of me playing The Last of Us Part 2, which I feel like it's a very badass game, be sure to leave a comment down below. Otherwise, I'm gonna end right here. Take these chat. Hope you all have a Merry Christmas Day. God bless you all, and knowing that God Almighty Jesus Christ is always, and I mean always, with you all. Chat. So yeah, God bless you all, and yeah, God Almighty Jesus Christ is with you all. So yeah, take these chat. Yeah, take it easy.